Hello children, good day to all. Be safe and enjoy your English class. Let us start our first lesson. Oh, what is this? It's like a kitchen room. Yes, name of the lesson is our kitchen. Children, have you seen the kitchen in your home? Hope you all have a kitchen at home and you would have seen all the utensils in the kitchen. Our mother used many utensils to prepare the food. Can you name some utensils? Stove, pot, knife, teapot, pan, cup. There are many utensils in the kitchen. Today we are going to learn name of the utensils used in the kitchen. Let's start. The first one is funnel. F-U-N-N-E-L. Funnel. We pour water in the bottle with the help of funnel. Funnel is a tube or pipe. The next one is strainer. S-T-R-A-I-N-E-R. Strainer. Strainer is used to strain liquids away from other ingredients. We can strain juices, milk, etc. The next one is stove. S-T-O-V-E. Stove. Stove is used to cook food. We also call it as gas stove. It is used to cook many items and to boil water. Lota. L-O-T-A. Lota. A lota is used to drink water or to carry water to wash hands. It is used in olden days, especially to save water. The next one is tumbler. T-U-M-B-L-E-R. Tumbler. T-U-M-B-L-E-R. Tumbler. Tumblers are used for drinking water, milk, juices. It is used to drink water, tea, coffee, etc. The next one is plate. P-L-A-T-E. Plate. A plate is a flat vessel on which food can be served. Cup. C-U-P. Cup. A teacup is a cup for drinking tea. It may be with or without handle. It is used for serving tea, coffee, etc. The next one is kettle. K-E-T-T-L-E. Kettle. A kettle is a type of pot specialized for boiling water and making tea. The next one is rolling pin. R-O-L-L-I-N-G. Rolling P-I-N. Pin. A rolling pin is a cylindrical food preparation utensil used to shape and flatten dough to make chapati or puri. So it is used to roll chapati or puri. The next one is tray. T-R-A-Y. Tray. T-R-A-Y. Tray. Trays are usually used to carry plates of food and dishes. It is used to serve tea, coffee or foods, etc. The next one is ladle. L-A-D-L-E. Ladle. Ladle is used for lifting liquid out of a pot or other vessels. It is used to serve sambar, soup, rasam, payasam, etc. Next one is bowl. B-O-W-L. Bowl. A bowl is a round dish or container typically used to serve food. It is used to store or keep soup and any cooked items. The next one is pan. P-A-N. Pan. A pan is used for frying food. It is used to make fish fry, to put an egg omelette, etc. Next one is tongs. T-O-N-G-S. Tongs. Tongs are a type of tool used to grip and lift objects instead of holding them directly with hands. So it is used to grip and lift the fried chicken and finger chips like that. Next one is peeler. P-E-E-L-E-R. Peeler. Peeler is used to remove the skin of some vegetables such as potatoes, carrots and fruits such as apples and pears. Peeler is used to peel. Peel means what? To remove the skin of the vegetables and fruits. Next one, tablespoon. T-A-B-L-E-S-P-O-O-N. Tablespoon. Tablespoons are used to measure the ingredients. It is also used for eating food. So it is used to serving or measuring cough syrup like that. Cutting board. C-U-T-T-I-N-G. Cutting board. B-O-A-R-D. Cutting board. A cutting board is a kitchen utensil used as a protective surface on which to cut or slice things. It is used for cutting all the vegetables and fruits. The next one is mixer. M-I-X-E-R. Mixer. The mixer grinder is designed for multiple tasks like making masala powder, chutney, juice, etc. Next one is pot. P-O-T. Pot. We use pot to store water and also for cooking food. Next one is grater. G-R-A-T-E-R. Grater. A grater is the kitchen utensil used to grate foods into fine pieces. It is used to grate food like coconut, potato, cheese, carrots, etc. The next one is lemon squeezer. L-E-M-O-N. Lemon. S-Q-U-E-E-Z-E-R. Squeezer. Lemon squeezer. A lemon squeezer is a small kitchen utensil designed to extract juice from lemons or other citrus fruits. It is used to squeeze lemon and to make yummy juice. Children, the topic is over as of today. I will continue in the next class. Thank you, children. Bye.
Welcome to 3rd Standard Mathematics subject. Unit 1 Geometry. In the previous video, we have learnt about basic shapes, 2D shapes. Now we are going to learn about 3D shapes. Before that, we have to know about basic things like surfaces. In these shapes, we can identify the curved part. It is surface. So surfaces is divided into two types, plane surface and curved surface. So here are the shapes. In a curved part, cylinders and cones have surfaces. Now first we are going to see about plane surface. This is the simplest surface, requires three non-coincidental points to define an infinite plane. The plane surface can be used to generate cross-sectional views by intersecting a surface or solid model with it. So what is plane surface? Surface of few objects like walls, floors, papers and top of a table are flat. Flat surfaces are otherwise called as plane surfaces or planes. Cubes and cuboids have flat surfaces. Here is an example for plane surface. This is a table. This is a blackboard. So we can see inside the plane surface. Next, what is curved surface? Surfaces of few objects such as ball, flower vase, pot are curved. Cone, cylinder and sphere have curved surfaces. This is an example for curved surface. This is a pot. This is a ball. It has curved part. Parallel. These types of lines stay the same distance apart for their whole length. They do not need to be straight or the same length. So these are the parallel lines. Parallel lines are two lines that are the same length away from each other forever. They will never cross or meet at all. So they will not touch the other line also. So these are called the parallel lines. Next we are going to see about straight line. So straight lines are shown below. Here are three straight lines: vertical line, horizontal line, cross line. Second is curved line. Curved lines are shown below. Curved line will not be straight. What is a 3D shape? A 3D shape has a length, width and height. A shape that has thickness also. So here are the 3D shapes. Faces are the shaped surfaces and edges are the line segments where two faces meet. Vertices are the places where three or more edges meet. Children, identify the shapes of the objects. Observe the dimension of the objects also. So here are the shapes like sphere, cylinder, cone, cuboid. So 3D shapes have three dimensions: height, width and depth. Here are the difference between two-dimensional and three-dimensional. So 2D shape has no height. It is flat figure. For example, triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon, octagon, decagon. But in the 3D shape, it has height because 3D shape is a solid figure. It is not flat, only solid figure. For example, cube, cone, cylinder, sphere, prism, pyramid. These 2D shape and 3D shapes have length and width also. What is the difference between a 2D shape and 3D shape? 2D shape have only two dimensions, length and height. But 3D shape has three dimensions, length, width, height. So which 3D shapes can you name? Yes, correct. It is cube. C-U-B-E, cube. These are the 3D shapes: cube, pyramid, cylinder, sphere, cone, rectangular prism, triangular prism, pentagonal prism, hemisphere. Now we are going to spell it, okay? 3D shapes names. First one is cube. C-U-B-E, cube. Cuboid. C-U-B-O-I-D, cuboid. S-P-H-E-R-E, sphere. Prism. P-R-I-S-M, prism. Pyramid. P-Y-R-A-M-I-D, pyramid. Cone. C-O-N-E, cone. Cylinder. C-Y-L-I-N-D-E-R, cylinder. So these are the 3D shape properties. First one is cube. So cube has 6 faces, 12 edges, 8 vertices. Second one is cuboid. Cuboid has 6 faces, 12 edges and 8 vertices. Third one is sphere. Sphere has only one faces. It is not having the edges and vertex. So fourth one is cylinder. Cylinder has 3 faces, 2 edges and no vertex. So next is cone. Cone is having 2 faces, 1 edges and 1 vertex. Last one is triangular prism. So triangular prism has 5 faces, 9 edges and 6 vertices. So here is an example for you. This is a cube. So what is a 3D shape in a cube? It has 3 dimensions: length, height and depth. All the 3D shapes are solid figures only. This is an activity for you. Children, you can draw these shapes and practice. Okay, these are the 3D shapes, solid figure. Now here is a small poem for you about 3D shapes. 3D shapes are fat, not flat. A cone is like a party hat. A sphere is like a bouncy ball. A prism is like a building tall. A cylinder is like a soda pop. Cubes are like the dice you drop. 3D shapes are here and there. 3D shapes are everywhere. Now we are going to see about the properties of 3D shapes. First one is cone. The point of the cone is directly above the center of the circular base. So cone is not having any vertices and edges or notch in the cone. Second one is sphere. Every point on the surface of the sphere is the same distance from the center. Hemisphere. A 3-dimensional shape that is half a sphere. Cuboid. A 3-dimensional shape which has 6 rectangular faces. Cube. A 3-dimensional shape which has 6 square faces, all the same sizes. So in the cube all the sides are equal, okay, same size. Cylinder. A 3-dimensional shape with circular ends of equal size. Let us know the words. First one is cone. C-O-N-E, cone. Cube. C-U-B-E, cube. Cylinder. C-Y-L-I-N-D-E-R, cylinder. Sphere. S-P-H-E-R-E, sphere. Cuboid. C-U-B-O-I-D, cuboid. Surface. S-U-R-F-A-C-E, surface. Edges. E-D-G-E-S, edges. Rectangle. R-E-C-T-A-N-G-L-E, rectangle. Solid. S-O-L-I-D, solid. Diagonals. D-I-A-G-O-N-A-L-S, diagonals. Here is an activity for you. Let us identify the shapes and spell it. They have already circled in the correct answer. So what is the first shape? Cube. C-U-B-E, cube. Second one is sphere. S-P-H-E-R-E, sphere. Third one is what shape? Cylinder shape. C-Y-L-I-N-D-E-R, cylinder. What is the fourth shape? Cuboid. C-U-B-O-I-D, cuboid. What is the fifth shape? Pyramid. P-Y-R-A-M-I-D, pyramid. What is the sixth shape? Prism. P-R-I-S-M, prism. What is the last seventh shape? Cone. C-O-N-E, cone. Next we are going to see about tangrams. A traditional Chinese puzzle made of a square divided into 7 pieces. 1 parallelogram, 1 square and 5 triangles that can be arranged to match particular designs. So what is a tangram? Tangram is a traditional Chinese puzzle made of a square divided into 7 pieces that can be arranged to match particular designs. We can make many figures of animals, people and other things. Simplified version of tangram puzzle is available with 5 pieces also. Here are some tangram pictures for you. Observe this picture. How many triangles are here in this tangram set? Are they equal in size? Like this, you can identify and find the correct answer. Observe these all tangram pictures. Using 2D and 3D shapes, they have created the animal picture also. So children, you can also try it. See here, boat, candle, person, rocket, chair, house. So these are the 2D shape and 3D tangram pieces. So you can also try this tangram pictures. Fox, rabbit, dog, tree, fish, calf, bird, kid. These are the tangram set. Here is a tangram type for you. You can also try it, okay? This is an activity for you. These are small paper matchboxes with lids. I find in the craft store, they come in squares, circles, rectangles, hearts and ovals. Children, use the match. You can also match the shape of the lid to the correct box. It is included in a bowl of plastic treasure coin. So they could put the coin in each box. Here is the picture of 7-piece tangram. You can cut out these pieces from a paper and put them together in different ways to make some very interesting shapes. Okay, with the help of your elders only, you can try these shapes. Number the pieces in each of these figures according to the numbering in the tangram puzzle. You can try this also. Next, we are going to see about tiling. What is tiling? When we repeat individual tiles or patterns together with no gaps or overlaps to fill a flat space. The arrangement is called tiling. When you fit individual tiles together with no gaps or overlaps to fill a flat space, you have a tiled floor. So same only. This also repeat the individual tiles or patterns together without no gaps or overlaps. So these are the following tiling pattern. Next we are going to see about tessellation. What is tessellation? Tessellation is arranging of shapes close together. Tessellation is arranging of shapes close together. Triangles, squares, hexagons or the regular polygons tessellate in the plane. Children, you can also draw like this, tessellate in the plane region using square, like etc. 2D shape and 3D shape. Thank you. We can watch it in the next video.
Hi children, hope all are doing good. Today we are going to see 3rd standard social unit 1 our family. It is the part 2 of the lesson. In the first part we studied about family, relationships and types of families. Now we are going to see the unity of the family. That is, you have to be united with your family members. Unity is strength. If you are alone, you are weak. If you are together, you are stronger. If your family members are doing some work, you can help them. You should not sit quietly. This helps to lead a happy life always. It is good to be work together than doing it alone. In this way, the workload will be reduced and relationships will be strengthened in your family. This will help to be united with your family members. See, then the relationships will also be strengthened. As children, it is good to do your work by yourselves. You should keep the things in the right place. That is, if you take a particular thing from a place, what you have to do? You have to again keep it in the same place. Then for the next time, you need not search for that thing. So always remember children, try to do the work by yourself and save the time also. This improves the unity in the family. The next one we see about the distant relations. Apart from our family members, some people come to our house. What you should do? You should welcome them. You should treat them properly. All the family members meet during the festivals. You celebrate festivals now? Yes, they come during that festivals. Like Deepavali. On Deepavali, what do? You wear new clothes, firecrackers, eat sweets and celebrate with your family members. Next, this festival you all know it is a Pongal festival. It is a harvest festival. It is celebrated to thank sun god. On this festival also the family members gather together and celebrate the festival. The next one is Onam festival. It is celebrated in Kerala. They also invite their relationships and celebrate it happily. The next one is Ramzan. It is a Muslim festival. It is celebrated by the Muslims. They also gather together and celebrate happily with their family members. This is Christmas festival. It is celebrated by the Christians. They wear new clothes. They eat sweets. They also enjoy with your family members. Okay children, what you have to do on these days? You have to welcome your guests and treat them properly. You should give for them good food and you have to help them in their needs. This is the way to respect them. Hospitality towards guests is the best value among the Tamilians. This strengthens our relationship. Okay children, what you have to do? You have to invite the guests properly, have to respect them and meet their basic needs. This fulfills their everything. Okay, then what we are going to see is about the outsiders. See, these outsiders are not our family members, but they come to our house. Like milkman. What does he give? He gives us milk every day. Then we see about the vegetable vendor. He sells vegetables in your streets. You buy vegetables from him. The next one is the cylinder supplier. He delivers cylinder to your house. It is good to behave properly with these people. Some other outsiders you can see are fruit sellers, then flower sellers, furniture sellers. A lot of people are there. What you have to do? You have to welcome them properly and talk with them properly. Okay children, what all we came across today? Unity of the family, distant relationships of the family and outsiders. The next we will see in the next part. Thank you. Hello children, welcome to our social class. This is 3rd standard social lesson 1, our family. It is the part 3 of the lesson. In the second part, we came across unity of the family, distant relationships in the family and outsiders. Now, in the third part, we are going to see about the neighbors. Who are our neighbors? Many families live near our houses. We call them as neighbors. Neigbours. Neighbors. It is good to keep cordial relations with them. What is the meaning of cordial? Cordial means we should greet them in a warm way. That is, you have to treat the neighbors in a nice way. When needed, we must help each other. Okay? What you have to do? You have to help your neighbors in any emergency or when they are needed. This value ensures our safety. We also invite our neighbors for birthday function. We have to invite our neighbors to our functions also. We also celebrate holy festivals with them. When we enjoy, we can call our neighbors and they also can participate with our family members. In this way, we can improve the relationships with them. The next one we are going to see is the pet animals. In some families, they rear pet animals as family members like dog, sheep, hen, goat, cow, etc. There are a lot of pet animals. Each family rear pet animals as their family members. See, if we rear pet animals, what should we do? We should take care of the pets. We should feed them properly. That is, you have to give proper food for the pet animals. Then only they also will be kind to us. Next, we should clean them regularly. What you have to do? You have to clean them. Then only the pet animals will be very attached with us. Remember children, always do not harm the pet animals. Should be always kind with the pet animals only. The next one, we see about the budget of the family. What is budget? Budget is a financial planning for one particular period. Income and expenditure are very important for any family. We must spend according to our income. The first thing is the family should fulfill the basic needs. Basic needs you have already studied in the first part. What are the basic needs the family should fulfill? First one is the food, clothing and shelter. If there is necessary only, we have to buy the things. So, what you have to do? You have to spend according to that. For that, we need to plan according to the budget is very important. We have to plan and then only you have to spend your money. What does this budget do, children? This budget shows you how much money you make and how much money you spend. Okay? How much money you earn only you can spend from that. Then only you can save money for emergencies, expensive things and to reach your goals. When needed, if there is a budget planning, there will be some money saved for us. From that money, we can use it for emergencies. Then you can buy any things that is very expensive. Then you can use it for your future to reach your goals. It will be useful. See children, always simplicity is the best policy to be economical in our life. Then only we can reach our goals. As children, you have to save money. It is the proper way to run a family. Tell your friends also, your neighbors to save money. Okay children, from the whole lesson, you come to know that family help us to feel safe and secure. Family gives us the values of discipline, morals and habit of sharing. So always love and respect your family. Okay children, our first lesson is over. We meet in the next class. Thank you.